This is an urgent message today that I have titled The Injustice and Discrimination of INEC. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has become an offensive commission. INEC has turned a discriminatory entity in its whole entirety against some groups of Nigerians. The injustice and discriminations of INEC is here in our very own eyes, and they say, see, and there is nothing you can do about it. And in our very own nose, and they say, live with it or go and die. As Nigerians, it is so undeserving, it is hateful, and it is a show of shame and disgrace when discriminated against by your own institution. INEC has become one of these institutions perpetuating this unjust act on the Nigerian populace. INEC has refused to understand the basic concept of what a nation and our nationality's right is comprised of. Every Nigerian can be put or classified into different groups or stages. It could be by age, physical ability, position, location, region, religion, culture, and beliefs. And in all these groups and stages, there must be a laid down law or compromise to dealing with each group or stages from one to another. Let me start by taking the age group. Naturally, humans are put into different age groups, i.e., the children, the adolescent, the young adults, the adults, and the elderly. INEC should understand that children that would be 18 years of age on the day of election are eligible to register and to vote on the day of the election. But in a case whereby they are not allowed to register to vote because they are not 18 years of age today, even though they are just 3 weeks to be 18, and the registration of eligible voters closes today, but the election will take hold in 6 months. It's an act of discrimination and injustice on the Nigerian populace. Any Nigerian that would be 18 on the day of election should be allowed to register, even though he or she is not 18 today, but would be 18 on the day of election. The physical ability. This group has got something to do with the disabled, the dependable, and the vulnerable in our society. There must be provision for these kinds of people in our society. There must be a protection act to exempt them from the timetable and deadline for eligible voters to register to vote in general election. In this case, INEC should have priority for the disabled to register even though registration is closed to the general public. Then comes position. The position of the mind against the parties and their candidates. For example, when a political party has not concluded its primary objective to electing their candidates, a flag bearer for the general election, then Some people, Nigerians, could be indecisive of whether to register to vote or not, as caution is thrown to the wind. For example, at this stage in time, and today, the 18th day of August 2018, a notable party that was in power in the previous administration some 4 years ago, the PDP, People's Democratic Party, has not yet been able to nominate whom the flag bearer for the party is, even though INEC says registrations of voters closes on the 31st day of August 2018. This is a real situation that the Independent National Electoral Commission must put into consideration before announcing the deadline to register. Voters of Nigerian populace, this is for the sake of all innocent Nigerians that are not guilty of the insidious crimes of the political party. In this case, INEC should allow the space of time for political parties to conclude their primaries and electing their representatives before even putting up a closing date for eligible voters to register and to exercise their right to vote as Nigerians. Also, on this very vital issue, the injustice and discrimination of INEC is location. Location in this vein has to concern every Nigerians that are eligible to register and to vote in Nigeria's election, but are living outside Nigeria and are discriminated against by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, by refusing them the right to register to vote in the Nigeria High Commission of their host country. But these Nigerian High Commission embassies outside Nigeria will issue Nigeria passport and generate revenue at an estimated 50% rise from the usual amount that any Nigeria international passport is issued in Nigeria. These same Nigeria's High Commission, the embassies, will issue police report, birth certificate, national certificate, and all sorts that she can issue to extort and degrade our fellow citizens, except allow our citizens outside Nigeria the right to exercise their inherent right, the right to register and to vote in any Nigeria's election. This act of injustice and discriminations on the Nigerian populace outside Nigeria has to stop. If we in diaspora are good for the pay, we must also be good to register and vote in the affairs that affect our nation, Nigeria. The Permanent Voters Card, PVC, registration's date should be left open to the Nigerian citizen outside Nigeria. There should be preference and criteria to dealing with each and every situation. All situations cannot be treated in the same way. Like INEC is trying to put us all in one basket to the open market. I would like to tell you this. If a hawk and a dove is put in the same basket going to the open market, it is certain that the dove will not make it to the market. This is what INEC has become, the basket that encloses the hawk and the doves together. The negligence of INEC in this vein is going to cost the dove its dream of ever making it to the open market. In this vein, I humbly ask that INEC should leave the permanent voters card, the PVC, registration date open for at least extra 3 months from the 31st day of August 2018 for those living in diaspora to make preparations and register to vote in the upcoming general election in Nigeria. It is in all ramifications, I say, INEC has shown Nigerians living outside Nigeria injustice and discrimination for the lack of provision and inclusion of their rights to register and vote in various Nigeria High Commission, the embassies in their host country. We want to be included in all the facets of Nigeria's affairs and not only spending or sending money for Nigeria's upkeep. There are some other aspects too that INEC need to look into as well. But these aspects that I have made mention of above are very vital and delicate aspects that must come to play in the 2019 general election in Nigeria. Nigeria Constitution states that no Nigerian should be discriminated upon and that every Nigerian should be given fair treatment. We demand a fair treatment by INEC. If not, the 2019 election should be counted as illegitimate. Thank you. I humbly thank you all. My name humbly remains Mr. Bright Owen Osagi, and goodbye. Thank you.